Hello and welcome to this edition of Energy Independence Magazine. I'm your host, Shelley Brumbaugh. Today, we are joined by David Savarese, Project Developer for Sullivan Solar Power, and Dustin Urquhart, Business Development Manager. Sullivan Solar Power is currently one of the top solar power installation companies in the state of California. Sullivan has installed over 10 million watts of solar power systems in Southern California, ranging from small-scale residential systems to large-scale commercial systems. Welcome, gentlemen.
Hi there. Thank you for having us.
Can you tell us a little bit more about Sullivan Solar Power and how it fits with Going Green?
Yeah, Sullivan Solar Power was founded in 2004 by Dan Sullivan. He actually started out as a master electrician, working with the IBEW, and actually put on solar training courses for the IBEW over the last years. We are actually the largest residential installer and one of the biggest commercial installers in San Diego Gas and Electric territory. Some of our portfolio, some jobs under our portfolio include Camp Pendleton, UCSD, San Diego State. We're working closely with a lot of the other colleges up in this area as well. The Going Green piece is, one of the main goals for Sullivan Solar Power, and so what we're offering are certain financing programs and different incentives to homeowners and also businesses.
Can you tell us what are the benefits for a company that goes solar, and what is their first step, an energy audit?
Yeah, typically the first step in a commercial or a business entity deciding to move forward with a solar installation is to really take a look at their energy portfolio or their energy profile. How much they're consuming, how much they're using, and when their peak demand is all coming online. And you really kind of size the system based on how much of their electric bill they want to eliminate, whether they want to eliminate the entire portion of it or 80% of it, and what really rate schedule that they're looking at fitting into. So that's typically the first initial step, is kind of determining your load profile and really determine when you're using energy and how much that energy is costing you, and then you can kind of fit and design your system around that.
Following up on that, what type of incentives and rebates are available for companies considering installing solar?
So some of the incentives that are available for business entities include the accelerated depreciation, which is currently in play, the state and federal rebates, so you get some tax shelter and tax equity credits, roughly about 30%, and there are performance-based incentives for larger systems, so where you actually receive a rebate check based on how well your system is performing, if it's larger than 30 kW. And there's a lot of financial mechanisms that can drive a lot of these commercial systems. There's some unique programs. LA County and LADWP are now adopting a FIT program, which is a feed-in tariff program, where they're actually purchasing electricity from these generation sources.
In an energy-conscious environment, what are the average savings for a company?
It really depends on the usage of each company. I mean, each business and each corporation has, different electricity bills. So what we base the system off is of kilowatt hours, and that's how we actually design our systems. We're looking at basically a return on your investment, typically anywhere between 6 and 8 years. The system can be fully paid off. It really comes down to how much they're spending in electricity and how much we're offsetting.
What type of relationship do you have with local cities and county agencies?
Yeah, but one of the things we do at Sullivan Solar Power is we put these community development campaigns together to help reach the renewable energy goal for the state of California and create strong community energy efficient programs. Yeah, so our real goal is to help homeowners and also businesses declare energy independence.
Can you provide us with more details about the community development program?
Yeah, we've run some really successful programs, starting with the Temecula Solar Program. And what we do is we have homeowners sign up within a certain time frame, and we offer cashback incentives to the homeowners to go solar. One of Dan Sullivan's main concepts is to give back into the communities that we sell into. So we would rather see that money going back into the people that come, the homeowners and businesses that go solar with us, than anybody else. So it's a great way to go solar. It does incentivize people as well. And we really build that nucleus within the community, and then we develop around that.
I know that the Corona and Temecula area is a very successful district for you. Can you tell us why?
Yeah, in Temecula alone, we worked very closely with the city officials, the county, the Chamber of Commerce, and the Rotary clubs. We put on educational seminars. We sold roughly 375,000 watts in a 3-month time frame in Temecula and gained about 35% of the market share. Corona, we ran a similar program as well. We worked closely with the community members, city council members, put on educational seminars, and we just finished up that program and saw a lot of success in Corona as well.
We understand you work closely with the IBEW. Can you tell us about that relationship?
Well, the founder and the owner of the company, Daniel Sullivan, actually got all of his training from the local IBEW. So he's a master electrician. He, kind of grew up and was trained throughout that program, and so it's really important that we hire and we maintain that strong relationship with the local IBEWs. All of our labor force is either organized in or pulled directly from the local chapters, and they offer great training programs. Daniel Sullivan actually implemented a relatively new training solar program where these electricians are now getting trained in how to install a solar system, residential, commercial, and it's a really great opportunity to train our labor force, as well as it allows us to pull directly qualified, experienced electricians. Should we need to staff up in some of our expansion efforts and things like that.
How has your alliance with IBEW assisted in the growth of your company?
And being able to pull and hire qualified electricians directly from local chapters through the IBEW. We understand that all of these guys are very heavily trained. There's certain training requirements, there's a certain amount of hours of training that's required. And you don't typically see that a lot in the solar industry, where you're getting qualified people working on your home, whether it be your residence or your business, and we only employ union laborers, and so it's really important for us that you have that peace of mind that this investment that you're putting your savings into is being installed properly and correctly.
Just how important is it to have well-trained electricians install your products?
I think that's probably one of the most critical aspects. You're really putting forward a significant investment if you're deciding to, if you're a business and you're installing a large solar system on your commercial rooftop space. And having qualified, trained electricians install this is very important to make sure that you are capitalizing on that return on investment. Sullivan Solar Power does not subcontract any of our work. We provide everything 100% turnkey. So you have that guarantee and peace of mind that these are qualified, trained electricians working on your system. These are all guys who have gone through rigorous training programs in the local IBEW. So we're not hiring guys who don't have 2 to 3 weeks worth of training. These guys are have been trained in this trade for 3 to 4 years.
Well, I think that's one of the biggest things that differentiates our company from a lot of the other installers, is that electricians are actually doing the installation work. A lot of the other companies out there do subcontract out that portion of it. We're basically building a small power plant on top of your home or your business, and the electrical installation is one of the most important pieces. So from a peace of mind standpoint, like Dustin touched on, that really gives the homeowner or the business owner that validity that it's going to get done correctly the first time.
Now, I know you said you hold educational seminars. What do those look like? How do they benefit a company?
Yeah, well, on the company side, we typically will do a site evaluation with the owners and the CFO and some of the other planners in there, and we'll just really educate them on solar. There are options available that are in the marketplace, and the key is to find, obviously, the best return on investment for them, and to find the most cost savings over the lifetime of the system. One of the main alliances that we've put together is with the WRCOG. It's called the HERO program. That's actually allowing homeowners to go solar with zero out of pocket, and they are actually financing the systems for the homeowners and also commercial entities. There is a program in place through HERO that is allowing financing for the businesses, so they don't have to come out of pocket with all this money up front.
Thank you for your time, gentlemen.
Yeah, we appreciate you having us here today. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
The California Solar Initiative is part of the Go Solar California campaign and builds on 10 years of state solar rebates offered to customers in California. This performance framework ensures that California is generating clean solar energy and rewarding systems that can provide maximum solar generation. I'm Shelley Brumbaugh, and I want to thank you for watching this edition of Energy Independence Magazine.